Another matter needs to be addressed, Chief, and Damo and Jim.
Throw it at me, Duke.
And you know the way it works here, Chief. If there's something that's potentially embarrassing or even hurtful, particularly if it involved a bit of vanity, maybe. Well, we put it on the table,
Confront
Chief.
It. What have I done,
100%. Well, maybe not directed at you, Chief, and I haven't heard this.
Warrior, what have you done?
I don't think I've done anything, but you never know, do you? As Dar says, it gets raised, and you're always nervous until you know who it is.
I got some calls today.
I'm an openly vain man, so...
well, I don't think you'd be concerned with this one. No. So I got some calls today. I'm told the sources are of the highest order, but let's listen to Melbourne Radio this morning where one of our own was under attack. Have a listen.
No, I didn't realise until you told us off air this morning that you've got Garry Loin Chops and Damien Barrett's show absolutely covered. There's twice as many people watching your show as theirs. I mean, that's a fantastic feather in your cap.
Where'd you get that information from, Andy?
See,
that's a feather in your cap.
If Garry or Purple are listening right now, that is not true. I did not say. I wouldn't have a clue what the numbers are. But you brought to the table that Gary's hair is...
I did.
You mentioned that off air this
That
morning.
came off the SMS that he might have been putting a little bit of nugget in the hair, and I say, good on him if he is.
You mentioned the fact that the hair is just a darker shade than it has been for a while.
It's true. Well, he's got a lovely black font.
We need to address this, Gary. There's an easy way you can absolutely deny this.
Whispers.
Have you had the boot polish put through? Because just under the light, my suspicion is you've had some work done.
That's it. The way we normally deal with this is attack the accusers first.
That's it.
Wispy Watson has gone down the plug path.
Oh, no. No.
And it hasn't worked.
He has not got plugged.
I suspect Dave Barham style, he's gone down that path.
No.
And I think he's got... At one stage, was going with a real wispy comb-over setup.
Don't talk
and
to me.
in the end, he just said, no. It's not.
Gary, he can't have done it. I don't believe that.
Well, I can't confirm that, but that's what it looks like. And the other Muppet, the bespectacled Andrew Birrarung Maher, well, he's just given up. He's got no... he brings nothing aesthetically to the table, so he's... And as for Andrew goes, well...
Which leads me back, Chief.
Yeah. Takes criticism well, the walk, doesn't he?
He just loves it when the spotlight comes his way, which again comes back to the question, because we know that he's fairly enamoured with his appearance, the Wolf, let's be honest with you. Just where you're sitting, he's definitely had a haircut. He's definitely got a new look. It's a hair hat sort of look. Would you suggest, Chief, that there's some sort of polish? Because
I'm happy.
there's not a grey inside.
I'm happy to put it under inspection at any time, and then I want you to make your decision, and then I'll give you my answer. So put it on the line.
Put
it on the line.
100%
I make my own opinion. So you've jumped on the wagon.
Well,
with
I'm just saying, I call it as I see it. I don't have a look, and I'm saying that's not a natural look for me.
Well, it is for me because he's got a couple of greys in the sideburns.
That's Chief. That's what you do. You leave a couple. You go if you're smart like the Wolf. You go. You don't want the full boot like the Wolf. I'm just you asking for my opinion as well. You leave a couple on the side because that
I haven't noticed any difference.
That puts most amateurs off. But then if you go in a little bit further, you go.
Studied this stuff.
Well, I'm just saying. If I look here, that's not a natural look.
That's exactly the way I would have attacked it had I gone there.
See, I would have
left a couple out.
He's left a couple on the side.
For no other reason that, in fact, is pretty boring radio. But
I think it's highly entertaining radio.
I have once dyed my hair back in 1992 when I shaved it and went blonde. That was the only ever time.
Is there photographic evidence of that?
I did that for a footy trip too.
Yeah, well, it was New Year's Eve actually. It wasn't good. But since then, no. So what it
is? Are you working a new look or something? Is there? Because he looks different. I didn't recognise him.
He is a naturally dark and swarthy man.
Thank you.
What are you going on?
A slightly Iraqi sort of Middle Eastern look about me.
I know there is.
And when I walked in, Big Nose even looked at me and said, "Put your head down. Put your head down." So I'm glad that Wispy and Maharaja are so enamoured with the look. And unlike the Purple, who does go with a nice maroon hue.
Look, I was about to defend you there because I've spent way too much time with you.
He just took you down in a drive-by.
And stop saying that. You started that.
He's got a nickname. He's got a nickname that's stuck for the last 6 years.
Was that not just a visual appearance where the light was shining on his hair one day?
Chief.
On my kids and wife, never once coloured my hair.
Chief.
Just for the record, Garry.
While you were hanging on,
that's pretty serious.
Did you have any plugs? Before you,
Did you go
before
down?
you really sort of lost
go
it and
down
gave up?
I let it go gracefully, Jim.
Did you have any plug work?
No, I hung on to the wispiness until it was just too wispy, and then you cut it short and you just cop
Did
it.
you go down the Wispy Watson path and try and get that real Gerard Depardieu?
No, once it gets
sweep,
once
that
it gets
went
that
right
thing,
down the
you
back.
just think.
So when you look back and you had that part where you had like a map of Tassie on the front.
Well, the problem was, Duke, it kept growing there. That was the hard part.
That was my
What's
favourite.
a map of Tassie?
Well, we had a big tuft there at the front there.
Rarely sighted. It's like the devil these days. You don't see it much anymore, Jim.
Is that right, Jim?
Jim doing some of his finest work, isn't he?
The bottom line is...
Unconvincing defence, Gary, would be my...
There's no defence. I don't have to defend anything. But Wispy Watson, I tell you, he's going down the path that he shouldn't.
Did he? This is how I know Wispy.
I spoke to him
Did
today,
he mischievously drop one in the hope that you would fire up in response
said
to it?
me that he backed me up, and which, having just heard that for the first time, he didn't. And he was on... When I spoke to him and threatened action this morning, he was on his way to a dubious Chinese massage.
Oh, no. Oh, come on.
He was.
No,
he told me.
So is it just a massage, or do they...
Chief, how do I know?
We're casting aspersions about one of the all-time greats.
How do they normally wind up those massages?
Oh, okay, Chief.
Chief.
Well, he wouldn't be.
Now that's inappropriate.
He did bring me Wispy, and he might have been my source.
Oh, yes.
And he was heavy of breath when he ran.
Oh, come on!
He was,
I won't have it said.
I won't have that
I won't
either.
have it
He
said.
was panting.
No way.
He was panting.
Not
I don't
the
know what
man
he
from
was.
Will
Didwoola.
not have it said.
No, Andy Maher maybe, but not Wispy.
I can't be allowing any of this to
about?
be.
Where'd this
No,
go?
we need to move on.
How did we get onto this?
I don't know. We've lost
Well,
our
it's a
way.
fact, he was.
So James is talking about things rarely seen, and now we're talking about blokes having dodgy massages.
He went-
Where does this go?
When I say dodgy, I mean not the normal qualified. I think it's one of those market jobs where you get your feet, your toes done.
Okay, not the rub.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought that, Chief.
I see.
You're a despicable man.
Hey, as we
I'm
straight.
just asking. That's why I thought you were inferring that he might have been getting a little bit of...
No, take that back, Chief.
Where was
What's his
Gazy? Well, is Gazy at the NBA finals?
Well, he's got no other choice to go. Have you ever seen his setup?
No, I just wondered in that grab. Was he?
Oh, sorry, I don't know. Was he in
out
there?
of town,
He
Gazy?
might- no,
He's on your
he's
show,
in town.
Chief.
He is.
Yeah, he would have been there.
Wonderful, wonderful man,
No,
Gazy.
magnificent man.
No
Well,
doubt
often
about that.
wanders up Coventry Street and Clarendon.
In his Australian tracksuit?
And just stops long enough for someone to recognise him. Bill and I bust him all the time out of the studio. There's Gazy just sort of walking in front of people. We love him. Everyone loves him.
Why you get ready to go? Tim's listening with his beautiful wife, Susie.
Oh, no. Well, see, this is why it's disgraceful.
That's right, Chief. You shouldn't go down that path.
No, you were inferring.
No, I
needed
didn't infer anything.
clarification.
Come on, get on with it.
Chief, what have you done?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
well, I asked a question, is all.
Job and the beautiful Watson girls now starting to wonder about things they should never be wondering about.
What
It's
are they wondering about, Jim?
disgraceful.
Come
the
on.
way you're speaking.
Move on.
This is an icon of this town.
I came on the end of it all and just said what's going
It's
on.
not good enough from you, Chief.
Poor
What
Chief.
am I copying it
Poor,
to this?
good
poor,
enough
Oh,
poor.
look at the wolf.
Ship off, Chief.
It's the wolf
Ship
story
off,
and I'm
Chief.
copying it.
Ship
Oh,
off.
Wolf, I
Never said,
backed up
Chief.
your dyed hair, Wolf, so you just be careful.
It was you, Gary, who started
Yeah, it was.
Unbelievable.
Done,
to defend, Chief.
Exactly.